Hey guys, good morning. How are you today? I hope everyone is doing well. We've been talking a lot about history the last week or so. We talked about the body, then we talked about Black History Month, and you could consider things in history how people celebrate their holidays and Valentine's Day, Chinese New Year, Mardi Gras. So we're going to continue talking about the American colonies today. Okay. Many people came to America, so that's where we are. Great Britain sent people to live in America. People who moved to America were called colonists. I think we talked about this in the last video. America was very different from England. There were no stores, schools, or houses. The colonists had to find food and build houses. Now, I think if you remember, we talked about how the people helped each other. The first English colony was called Jamestown. The colonists cut down trees to make log houses. These houses were small. So see how they cut down trees and see all the logs? And that was in Jamestown. The Native Americans had been in America. The Native Americans knew how to live on the land. They knew how to get food, and they knew how to build homes. But their homes are different. We built log cabins made with wood. They had what they called teepees. So our homes were a little bit different. The colonists did not have food. They became friends with the Native Americans. The Native Americans taught the colonists to farm. They taught the colonists to hunt. Okay, so the Native Americans were our friends, and they taught us how to farm. Like you can see in the summer, there's a lot of farms around that grow crops. And they also taught the Native Americans how to hunt. More people moved to America. Some people took land from the Native Americans, and the Native Americans were forced to move. America was growing fast. Okay. The colonists worked hard to live in America, and the colonies had their own leaders. The colonies made their own rules, but the King of Great Britain was still in charge. So you can see how we went from coming to a new world, meeting the Native Americans, how they helped us. They taught us how to hunt, how to fish, how to grow crops, how to build. And then people still came over and took their land, which really wasn't a very nice thing to do. But America grew bigger and bigger and bigger as time went on. Uh-oh, I think I just dropped one of the answers to the question. Hold on. Oh, Miss Cathy's again, old. Oh, just a reminder, no mask. I am at home today. Okay. Now, let's answer a couple of questions. People who moved to America, were they called colonists or were they called trees? Ding, 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 ding. You were right. They were called colonists. Trees can't move to America. Right? A tree can't move. Oh, look, my tape to put the answers on is all stuck, as usual. Here we go. Okay, so people who moved to America were called colonists, not trees, right? The colonists had to find what? And build houses. The colonists had to find blank and build houses. Did they have to find food or did they have to find a map? Now, we talked about the Native Americans taught them to farm and to hunt. So they needed to find ding, 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 ding. Something we all need to survive is food. Okay, so the colonists had to find food and build houses. The first English blank was called Jamestown. The first English colony or theme park? And we talked about this. If you said colony, ding, ding, you're absolutely right. The first English colony was called Jamestown, and we have Jamestown, Rhode Island, right? Down towards the beaches in Newport. We just talked about this. Who taught the colonists to farm? Was it the Native Americans? Or people planting trees? Who taught them to farm? Who were their teachers? You're right, it was the Native Americans. They were very good to the colonists upon arriving and taught them a lot. And last but not least, the colonists worked blank to live in America. Did the colonists work hard to live in America? Or the colonists had a theme park to live in America? Oops. The colonists worked very, very, very hard to live in America. Okay, the colonists worked hard to live in America. And that hasn't changed too much because a lot of us work very hard to live in this country as well. And supply, have food for our families and a house and a roof over our heads. So times have changed, but we still kind of go back to the basics, providing a house, a roof over our head, and food for our families. So until next time, guys, you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and we'll see you soon. Miss you.